Good evening, everyone. Please, without wasting much of our time, please let's go to the group and tag as much people as possible so that they can join the call. Let's tag most people on the group that class has started so they can join the call. Please let's do so quickly so that we can start the class immediately. Good evening, everyone. Please let's go to the group and tag as many people as possible. Let's tag them to join the call immediately. We have over 50 people on the group. So please let's tag them to join the call. Let's tag them to join the call. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Please let's start others to join the call. Let's start people on the page to join the call. The MD is ready on the group. He'll be joining the call soon and will be teaching us soon. So let's start others to join the call. Okay, please let's continue sharing the link to others. Once it's 7:15, we're going to officially start. Once it's 7:15, let's tag others in the group to join the call. Thank you very much. Without wasting much of our time, I would like us to briefly introduce ourselves while others are going to join the call. I would like us to just, you can just unmute and just briefly introduce yourself on the group. You can, if you don't feel like talking, you can just send a message on the chat. You can just send your message inside. Just introduce yourself, your name and what you do. Thank you very much. Please let's introduce ourselves. So let's not waste much time.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Oluwatobolobasemi. Um, See you and God send me help us. Glad to be here to learn.
Yeah, welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. Mr. Uluwatobiloba. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Mata, and also I am a realtor and a hairstylist. And what else? What's the question? What other question, please? Our host.
Welcome. Just your name and what you do for a living, your business.
Oh, okay. Thank you, my dear. I'm a hairstylist, and I'm also a realtor. My name is Mata. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. You're welcome. Let's others to introduce themselves. And please note that this class is both for realtor and clients. So if you have a prospect that you have been pitching to about agriculture, you can just send them the government link. You say that the government link, they can learn directly from the MDC. So thank you very much. Please let others to introduce themselves.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hello, good evening, good evening. I can hear you.
Okay. My name is Femi, and I'm into events like an event planning, and I'm also a content.
Okay, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. So do you have any other person that would like to introduce his or herself? So I don't know my mic was it. Okay, good evening. Once again, I would like to pass this information across. If you have a client that you have been talking to, or you have a client you want to join this class, just forward the or a prospect, you forward the Google Meet link to your prospect, let them join on the call. The MD will be able to answer most of the questions that you've not been able to answer. Thank you very much. So without wasting most of our time, most of us have introduced ourselves. We have hairdressers in the house. We have content creators in the house. We have realtors in the house. So without wasting most of our time, with your clapping emoji, with your fire emoji, I'll be introducing our guest minister for today. Our guest for today is not that person than the MD of Elite Pillar International Limited. There's the whole one of Elite Pillar International Limited. He's already on the call. Without wasting much of our time, I'd like to introduce our ambassador, Oladimeji Nurudin. Please, sir, you can take over, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Please, if you can hear me loud and clear, please, I would appreciate um that we say we can hear me, please. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Please,
sir.
can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Ezekiel, for putting up this wonderful webinar. This is a very, very strategic one, a very good webinar at that. Okay,
So good evening, everyone. Once again, I am Oladimeji Hussein Nuruddin, the MD Elite Pillar International Limited. And this webinar has been strategically planned for everyone to understand how they can position themselves strategically to make a passive income of over 10 million naira and above through real estate and agro investment in 2026. So this is very possible. And how is it possible? It is possible by the power of planning. It is very possible by the power of planning. And let's look at both the two securities. So we have several asset classes. We have several securities of money, of wealth, which one of them is we have stock, we have bonds, we have treasury bills, we have real estate, we have agriculture, we have crypto and the likes. So what we are doing at Heritage Farm City, an agro development project, is we are combining two securities, two asset classes together. That is, we are combining the real estate and the agriculture part. So meaning that every good thing that comes with real estate, you get it from it. And every good thing that comes with agriculture, you also get it from it. So it's 2 in 1, a double blessing. How does it work? Is we provide the land for you. So if you invest into the land belongs to you forever. That is where the real estate part comes in. That is where the real estate part comes in. So the real estate part comes in from the angle of land banking. From the angle of land banking. So how do we do that? So we need to understand the principle of real estate growth, the principle of real estate appreciation, the way it transitions. So you would realize very well that most of the transitioning of real estate is through these phases I'm about to mention. The first phase is the phase of bush, forest. From forest, it transitions into farm. From farm, it transitions into settlement, where we call it rural settlement. From rural settlement, then it starts transitioning into what we call urban settlement. So what do I mean here? So you realize that most of every place or everywhere that has developed fully now into an urban area, then we have the ultra urban areas, the prime areas, but every one of them originated from what? Forest. Then gradually, these places were used to what? Farm. So that's why you realize that if you move to a new site or a new environment, you will see that you'll be seeing a lot of farms around. Cassava, plantain, oil palm, or cashew or maize. You will see all of these things around at new sites. So gradually, as people start settling in those environments, they will start needing basic amenities. They will start needing infrastructures. They will start needing a whole lot of things. So as the population of that environment now gets dense, that is, it keeps increasing. It keeps increasing. Then there is a need for proper infrastructure. There's a need for proper development. Then you now start seeing that there will not be local government interventions, state government interventions, federal government interventions. As those places they are getting urbanized, as they are getting developed gradually, based on the volume of people that are settling in those environments. Then you start seeing people developing some certain type of houses and the likes. You will realize that most of the places that we currently stay now, that's the same way it developed. So then you now look at it that someone who owns that land or who had owned that land while that land was a bush or a farm. Fast forward to when the land is now developed, to when people are now staying there, residents are now there, a lot of settlements are now there, when it's now a proper community. You realize that there is a lot of capital appreciation, the value of the land, in the value of the property. That is exactly what we are achieving at Heritage Farm City. Now that's the real estate part of it. Meaning that if you are buying the land now, you are buying the land now. So buying the land now means that you have opportunity to make a lot of money, to make a lot of income, a lot of appreciation, a lot of profit margin from real estate, that is from the land itself. You understand? So looking at that, that's one on its own. Now the agriculture part of it, now you need to understand that it is not the same day you acquire this land that this land develops immediately. You understand? It's not the same day that this land develops immediately. So it develops gradually. So that means what? It's going to take time. It's going to take patience for it to develop very well. So that period where you have to wait for the land to be developing gradually, to be developing year in, year out, to be appreciating in value, to be experiencing development, infrastructural development, settlement, and the likes. It's going to take years, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 years. Now, this period, would the land just lie fallow there? No. That is where the agriculture part of it comes in. That is where the agriculture part of it comes in. So with the agriculture part of it now, with Heritage Farm City, we are planting just 4 crops rather. Cocoa, oil palm, cashew, plantain, and cocoa, oil palm, cashew, and plantain. So with these 4 crops, we call it all in one farm. So you can decide to invest in any of the crops. You can decide to go for the cocoa or the cashew or the plantain or the oil palm. So based on any of these crops, the one you choose, it will be planted on your land size. The minimum land size is 1 acre. So if you are going for 1 acre, you decide the crop you want to go for, then we'll plant it on it. If you are going for 2 acres, 3 acres, 5 acres, 10 acres, it depends on your capacity. So these crops will be planted on it and it will be managed. So we plant it, we do the cultivation, we do the managing, we do the harvesting, we do the maintenance, we do the management, we do the sales of the crops, of the harvest rather. So that is where you now make your money from, through the agriculture. So we handle all of the farming process from the beginning to the end, from the pre-harvest to the harvest and to the post-harvest. We handle all of these things, then you get your 80% return on the harvest, while the company gets 20%. So this is how you'll be making your passive income every year, meaning that you don't have to be physically involved. You will just be receiving updates from your mail, and also you'll be getting reports. Then you'll also be getting, when it's time for harvest, you'll be notified to come down to the farm. And if you are not available, is fine. The harvest will still proceed when you give your consent, and we proceed like that. So that is how you'll be making your returns on all of these farm produces, dependent. So now the kind of income you can make varies. They vary, starting from about 1.5 million either on plantain or cocoa, oil palm, or cashew, from 1.5 million to 2 million to 3 million to 5 million to 10 million to 20 million. So if you want to position yourself for 5 million annually or 10 million annually, it simply means that you are going to be looking towards like 3 acres and above, 5 acres and above, 10 acres and above. Then for whichever types of crop, probably 2 acres for cocoa, 2 acres for cashew, 2 acres for plantain, or 5 acres for cocoa, 5 acres for plantain, or 5 acres for cashew, dependent, or 1 acre for cocoa, 1 acre for plantain, 1 acre for cashew, 1 acre for oil palm. So dependent on on the land size. So it will determine how you can rightly position yourself to be making 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million annually, 10, 20, 30 million annually for as long as possible. So you can make money on plantain for as long as 10 years. You can make money on cocoa, oil palm, and cashew for as long as 20, 25, 30 years. They are commercially viable for that period. So you'll be making money on them every single year. So this is an avenue for you to build a very sustainable passive income for yourself. And when you start making the returns on it, then you can even reinvest again to expand your portfolio in this space, in this agro real estate space, where you get to make much, much more money as time progresses, as the year progresses. So all of these cash flows, passive income can be very good to sustain yourself, for paying bills, for vacations, for sorting, for expansion, for retirement, most especially. So they are very, very good project models that helps you plan your retirement, that helps you plan yourself for sustainable passive income to financial freedom. So that is how the project operates. So the amount of returns that we can be making on this project, we have a flyer to that effect that I believe Mr. Ezekiel will share with every one of us on the group chat, so we can see it, to be able to decide, okay, I'm going for 1 acre, I'm going for 2 acres, I'm going for 5 acres. This is what I'm paying. This is the kind of, this is the projection that I can possibly be getting from this particular crops. And we have set of expatriates that are handling the entire farming project. That is the farm management for us. So, and you know that agriculture comes with some level of risk, but which all of this risk has been provided with mitigation controls. Mitigations have been provided for the risk associated with what agriculture. So every necessary plans has been made, and we have Heritage Farm City Phase 2, which is the fastest selling farm project as we speak, that you can conveniently invest into and strategically position yourself for a sustainable figure that you want to be earning every year for the rest of your life. So that is how we have perfectly planned Heritage Farm City project. So if you have any questions, then I will take those questions. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, if you have any question, please let's signify by raising up our hand with the two for the meeting. Just, or if you can't unmute, you can just send it on chat for question. Hello, good evening. Hope everybody can hear me. Please, you can hear me, just signify with an emoji. Hello. Okay, I can see you can hear. So please, if you have any question whatsoever it is, just drop it on the chat box or you. Thank you very much. I can see your messages. Okay, please, if you have any question, you can just unmute and ask your question. Okay, please, okay, let's wait till 7:35. If there's no other question, we're going to move ahead. Please, if you have any questions to ask, any question regarding the project. Okay, we already have a question on the chat box. Good evening, sir. Thank you for this insight. I want to ask, would there be people staying on the farm? Okay, Mr. Jeremiah, you can also unmute and ask your question.
Sir, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for the presentation. It's such a wonderful one. So, just want to make an inquiry anyway. I think I've actually asked Bro Ezekiel, but I don't know if they can be more clarification. Like whereby three people can come together and then get one package. And also the CFO, how would that be? What would be the modality for such people partnership? Do we have something like that? Can we have something like that? That's what I just want to ask.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, 2, 3, 4 people can come together. That's number one. Then number two is that for the CFO, yeah, so for that, we have done the necessary documentations we need to do, you understand? And for perfection of the title to certificate of occupancy, we allow clients to do those ones in their own name directly. So we allow clients to do those ones. So we give you the necessary document required for you to do that. We have done the register survey, we have the deed, we have every other necessary documentation, the tax report. So if you want to proceed to perfection of the title to your name, we allow clients to do the CFO in their own name. Then we also help clients process. As a matter of fact, we are helping some clients going through process their own CFO. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. That's very good. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Please, do you have any other questions? Please, there are some questions on the chat box. Okay. Let's
Okay.
that was the first question is for the people stay on the farmland, security and management.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, so yes, we have that. We have that. Yeah. So for example, our phase one now we already finished our security house. So security will be staying on the farm. Then we have temporary farm operation structures shared where farm operators stay. You understand? So pending till we build the permanent on-site one. So but before we build the permanent on-site one, we want to complete cultivations on farm. So same as phase two as well. So it's the same plan. So fencing, security house where the security person will be. Then we've done a temporary one at phase two that we are currently selling now. Then after the entire cultivation, then the permanent operations house will be done. So where they'll be staying 24/7. So but currently we have a place where they are staying right on the farm. Then my question is, thank you very much for that. And the second question is, my question is, what is the total payment of all the of a hectare for cocoa planting cashew? Okay, please, the flyer for that, please kindly share it on the group, Mr. Ezekiel. So there's a flyer that shows all the total package for each of these crops. So there's a flyer to that effect as well.
Yes, I'll do that immediately after the call. So you can check. I'll be sending all the flyer, all the necessary details on the group. Thank you very much. Please, if you have any other question before the MD leaves, any other question, cannot signify. Okay, there's already another question on the chat box. Sir.
No, clients don't pay for labor. It's everything has been calculated together. Everything has been calculated together, you understand? So it has been calculated together, it's already inside your setup cost. So you're not paying laborers separately or individually, no.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Any other question? Any other question before the MD leaves? Any other question? Okay,
So if
without
there's any
wasting
other
much.
question whatsoever again, Mr. Ezekiel can forward the questions to me, then I will answer them appropriately.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Please let's do well to appreciate our MD Ambassador Oladimeji Nurudin for this powerful insight, for giving us the wisdom, and we know that with this information we have heard today, we're going to be able to position ourselves strategically in 2026. Thank you very much, sir. Please let's go to the chat box and say thank you, Ambassador Oladimeji Nurudin. Let's go to our DMs, to our group chat and say thank you, Ambassador Oladimeji Nurudin. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And I want to thank every one of you that take your time to join this call. I want to say a very big thank you for joining this call. Thank you very much. So any other question, you can just message me or drop on the group. I'm going to answer. I'll be dropping the flyer also on the group. Thank you very much. Have a lovely night and have an amazing weekend. Thank you very much.